morning, everybody. We're excited today to talk to you about our SLI team's mission to make Slack smarter and your company more productive the more that you use Slack. We've been making major investments in search and machine learning and applying those to Slack so that we can make better sense of all the knowledge within your company and build a work graph of how the people and channels and topics are all interconnected. We'll make it fast to get answers to any question that you might have through search. And then over time, Slack should start to feel like this instantly responsive agent that helps you focus on reading what's most important first, catch up quickly, and discover conversations you otherwise would have missed. But before we go into all the details of the features, we want to give you a better sense of some of the motivating problems that our team is focused on. So in an ideal world, all of us knowledge workers sitting here today would probably spend most of our week, coming up with creative new ideas, brainstorming with colleagues at a gratuitously large whiteboard, and moving projects forward. But in reality, we spend so much of our week on the most mundane parts of work. About 30% of our time is spent just keeping up with digital communication. Email is a primary culprit there. And 20% of our time just getting answers to questions internally. So what might that look like with a simple question like, what is my 401k matching plan? You'd probably start off by asking your manager, who maybe a couple hours later would get back to you and say, I've got to ask my manager. And then a day later, you'd finally hear back the name of the person in HR to talk to. These games of telephone can take hours, if not days, to complete. We want to short circuit that with the work that we're doing here on SLI. You heard Stuart talk about 2 decades of being able to find pretty much anything you want on the internet, but search in the workspace has lagged far behind. We're fixing that here at Slack. We want to augment your ability to get these everyday, boring, mundane tasks done faster so you can go back to doing your best, most creative work with your team. So what does short-circuiting that game of telephone actually entail? We want to give knowledge workers 3 main superpowers. First, getting instant answers to questions internally, whether the best answer is a relevant message, an expert within your company, an important file, a trending link, or even a third-party integration. Second, we want to help you be able to catch up quickly when you inevitably fall behind and focus on reading the most important things first, directly tackling the problem of information overload. And finally, we want to make sure that you never miss out on an important conversation, giving you a better pulse of what's happening across your entire organization. Over time, this should make Slack feel like an increasingly deep understanding of the people and topics that you care most about. And now, Isaiah is going to walk you through some of the exciting features we have on deck for the year, powered by this foundation.
Thanks, Noah. In search, our primary goal is to deliver a fast, personalized, and universal search experience so that people and teams of all sizes can search through their company's collective knowledge. With the work we're doing on SLI, people should spend less time searching for what they need and more time getting things done. Recently, we launched Top Results, a feature that automatically ranks and prioritizes relevant results and places them right at the top of your search pane. It's the start to Slack delivering instant answers to questions through search. In the coming months, we'll be releasing a host of search features to help with our goal. And the first is universal search. This is a unified search experience that delivers not just messages, but relevant results across all types of information. So let's say you search website redesign project. With universal search, instead of just getting messages that match those words, instead, you'll get the people involved on the project, the related files you've all been working on, and channels where the project has been discussed, all in a single set of results. The second feature we'll be releasing is smart filters, which intelligently suggests ways to quickly refine your search and narrow your results to find exactly what you're looking for. The more you use these filters, the better Slack becomes at making suggestions to help you find what you need. Okay, so that was search. Now on to how we'll help you focus and catch up. We're working on an intelligent layer in Slack to help you focus on the people, channels, and topics that are most relevant to you. In August 2016, we launched personalized channel suggestions to help you discover new channels central to your work and curate your channel list to manage communication. We've noticed that these suggestions are accepted at an incredibly high rate, which shows us that people are looking for more ways to focus their experience in Slack. The first of 2 upcoming features we'll be releasing to help with focus and catch-up is channel highlights. After you've been away from Slack for some time, this feature highlights key unread messages to help you quickly skim and navigate to important messages you might have otherwise missed. And lastly, in the coming months, we'll be releasing daily briefings. This is a single streamlined view of the most important and relevant conversations happening in Slack, so you can quickly catch up and stay up to date on the latest at your company. Imagine coming back to Slack after a vacation or even after a really long meeting, which I know might start to feel like the same thing for some of you, and that's okay. But instead of coming back to Slack and simply seeing the last channel you're in, daily briefings surfaces the most relevant and important information so you can get up to speed and get back to work. That was just a brief overview of a few features we have coming from the Search, Learning, and Intelligence team in 2017.
Thanks, Isaiah, for walking through all of those. I know I'm at least excited to start using them every day. So if we can really deliver on this mission for SLI, then we can actually help realize some of the original vision for Slack, which was actually given an acronym after it was named, of a searchable log of all conversation and knowledge. We can make sense of all the workflows that happen throughout your company, so we can build a work graph for organizations of all sizes, powering an ever more personalized, intelligent version of Slack for everybody at your company. Get instant answers to even the hardest questions built on top of the collective knowledge of your team. Over time, we'll enhance your ability to keep up with all the information that's flowing through Slack. Imagine spending 10 minutes catching up when you get back from a business trip instead of probably 4 hours. Imagine getting instant alerts to the most important discussions happening in real time instead of missing out on critical conversations. Imagine how much time and energy Slack could save you every single day. These features are just the beginning of us making Slack smarter and your company more productive the more that you use Slack.